All right, so Xzibit is not excited with the state of hip hop and had this to say about it.
Two factors that I believe are stifling music because hip hop is so huge and it made so many people so much money they think anybody can do it. So if you, and for example, if you go and say, you know what, I love football, but you won't take your ass down there, suit up, and get on there on that field when it's time. You know what I'm saying? You won't do that. But everyone feels like that hip hop is so accessible that anybody can do it. It's become a mockery of itself. That's one. Number two, I think that it's become too accessible. If you go into back at the time, there was a time when there was somebody that you had to go into their office and get an investment into your career. Now, if you just have a laptop and Wi-Fi, you can be an artist, which is really it just clouds
the whole game up.
So I think that people do themselves a disservice by trying to participate in that. First of all, we should have unionized. We should have had some kind of union. We should have had a board. We should have organized ourselves. Because right now, becoming 50 years later, we still don't own shit. You know what I'm saying? So until we own it, until we control it, until we have a say on who gets to fucking call themselves this and call themselves that, like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? It's going to continue to spiral out of control. And that's why we're not on the billboard. Because nobody is in a pilot seat guiding us to where we're supposed to go. We went from thousands to millions to billions. This is a billion-dollar industry. But until we take the focus and clean up our own backyard, then it's not going to have the same respect that it's had garnished in the past. And that's my opinion.
Alright, so we know Xzibit hasn't released an album in a hell of a long time, but he teased that he was working on one back in 2022. He said, I have an album called Kingmaker that I'm putting the finishing touches on now. I've been working on it for a minute. I feel like this is going to be my last album. He continued, I'm not going to retire or make any weird statements like that, but I think as about full feature-length albums, I think things have changed and people digest music a little differently now. But for my catalog of music, I haven't put out a record since 2012, and it sounds like he's fully aware of his shortcomings. I will never lose love for hip-hop, but what I do know now at my age is that time is the most important thing that we have. I've given a lot of time to the planet as Xzibit, and my priorities are changing on the daily. So I will always be there for my fan base, and they've always been there for me, but I want to be present for the people that I love. Yeah. But anyway, I feel like he made a couple good points about that, especially about it being super accessible to everybody. It seems like all you need is a computer, internet, and a cell phone, and you have beats and mics. So yeah, it's very accessible, a little bit too accessible these days. But how do you guys feel about that? You guys let me know in the comments. Until next time.
It makes hits.